right? So, I know, well, we found the inverse of functions. We don't need to necessarily remember how to do that for this. But if you think about it, when we're solving equations, right, if we're trying to, like, if you have something added to an equation, so, like, if we have, how do we, like, move that over? What's the inverse of addition? Subtraction, right? Yeah. And so, like, if it's multiplied, so then we get it. So what would be the inverse of multiplication? Division. So, at this point, if we have an equation that's like this, we don't have any way to solve that, right? We don't have any way to get that variable out of that exponent. So that's what a logarithm is. It's basically, it's the inverse of an exponential function. It's going to allow us to eventually solve these equations and get this out of the exponent and get it in a place where we can, like, work with it easier. All right, so they look kind of like this. So y equals log base b of x, right? So they have a base just like exponential functions do. X equals b to y. Right, so like, what? That's what our chemistry problem looks like. Probably, yeah, you do use a lot of logarithms in chemistry. So again, just like an exponential function, right, it has a base. So like the base of the exponent's the same part as the base of the logarithm, right? And so the logarithm's like equal to the exponent. So we have what's called the common logarithm, which is a logarithm that has a base of 10. So you typically won't see it written with the actual base 10. You'll typically just see it as like log x, right? So anytime there's no base down there, you always assume that it's 10. So, like, this is the log that shows up in the calculator. So you have log, and then we also have the natural log, which we're going to talk about in a minute. All right, and then the natural logarithm is a logarithm that has a base of the number e, which, again, we'll get into a little bit later in this chapter, but... So, instead of that, this one is written as ln of x, or the natural log of x. Or whatever that number would be. All right. So you're going to hit the second key, and then you're going to hit the button that says like PRB, and it has log up above it. Everybody see where that is? All right. And then if you're taking the log, you're going to be on that first screen. So let's say, for example, we want to find log of 2.5. So if you wanted to do like the common log, you would just hit log, and then you would put in 2.5, and then hit enter. So then what do we get? Just give me even like 3 decimal places. When you put log 2.5 in. Anybody?
0.39.
Yeah, so 0.39. I'm going to round that up to 8 since it's 0.3979. So, all right. So again, you hit the second probability button, then you select log. So then if you need to go to the natural log, you just do that. You repeat these first 2 steps, but then you just use the cursor to go over to ln, and that will let you do the natural log. Okay. Everybody see that? Okay. So that's how you use the calculator to do these. So let's practice the natural log one. What? Oh yeah, the heat. I know. Well, you guys said you were cold, so. All right, so let's do the natural log of 4 and see what we get. And we'll just go to 3 decimal places with these. Anybody get it? You're just plugging it in the calculator. It's okay. 1 point something?
Yeah.
Yes, 1.386.
No, I'm still getting these wrong. The other one.
I got it wrong too.
Oh, okay.
All right, did you put ln or log?
Wait, what's ln?
The natural log.
You do the same process. Good.
Yeah, all right, so you're going to hit second probability, then you're going to hit the right arrow key over to ln.
That's when I got that.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody see that now?
Yes.
Okay. And then you just put whatever number in.
I got 602 and I didn't.
I got like 0.0.
Okay. What? How did you do that?
I had 602.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you just did the log.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so does everybody and seriously, if you guys aren't sure that you're doing something right on the calculator, please ask me. Like, don't let that be what messes you up. Like, if you want to make sure you're doing it right, just let me know. I have an inverse relationship. That is, oh, yeah, all right, and then, no, we've got one more. So, sorry. Okay, so, again, we had this up here before. Log b of x. So sometimes I'll have you like convert back and forth from like exponential equations set up to like logarithms. So let's just kind of like highlight. So let's say, for example, we have 5 squared equals 25, and I want you to write that as a logarithm equation. Right, so all right, so b here is the same as b here. So that means that the base of our exponent is the base of our logarithm. So we know we're going to have a log base 5. Right? We know that whatever we take the log of is what our exponential thing is equal to. So in this case, it's going to be log base 5 of 25, and it's going to be equal to the exponent. Right? So it's just a matter of plugging the right numbers in the right places. All right, so b is always the base. It's either the base of the exponent or the base of the logarithm. It's equal to the exponent, and you take the log of whatever it's equal to. Does that kind of make sense, at least with the color coding stuff? So you just have to be able to go back and forth. Right? All right, so let's try one where we would go the other way. All right, so let's say that you're given 4 is equal to log 9 of 6,561. All right, so what's the base of our exponent going to be? I think these are a little bit easier because it's kind of easier to see, like. So we have 9 to what power? Which one's going to be our exponent? 4 is equal to 6,561. Yeah, there is. All right, so also with these, if you would have put this at the exponent, there's no way that would equal 4, right? That's going to be huge. So you can also like plug this part in your calculator and make sure you've got it set up right too, which is nice for these. All right, so this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Once you do these a couple times, it kind of like, it sticks. It seems weird right now because you've never really worked with the logarithms before, but I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly once you start doing it. Okay, so that's really it for notes for this section. We're going to work on the assignment tomorrow if you guys want. You've got, I don't know how many, what time is this class in? You've got like 7 minutes if you want to start on it now. But, so it's not homework tonight. We'll do it in class tomorrow. It's page 343, 1 through 32. Where the first half of it is just using the calculator to evaluate. And the last ones are just rewriting the equations from one way and then the other. So it's not too bad, but I wasn't going to give you guys homework on the first day back from spring break. So we'll ease our way in.